What's up everyone, Dudes from Middle Earth here with another video. My name's Vincent, that's Gabe, and today we got a different video from our usual style of videos. Today we got a Lord of the Rings meme compilation.
Yeah, and this meme compilation was put together by Samuel Nicholas. Really appreciate him doing this. He gives great recommendations for our videos, so thank you, Samuel.
Let's start off. Lord of the Rings memes volume 1, so if you guys want a volume 2, make sure to like this video and comment down below. Props to my older sister for saving all these memes in her Google Photos so I can just pick them out. Yep, shout out to Samuel Nicholas's older sister as well. Most people at parties, Gandalf's just dancing, and then me.
That's you in the corner.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's definitely me.
But once you get to know the people, you're partying like crazy.
Well, yeah, like in the beginning, I definitely would be the more quiet guy, not always dancing in the party with strangers, but. Yeah, you look like Gandalf. That's what you do at any random
Oh, that's
party.
what I do.
My friend, what's the significance of Galadriel giving Gimli 3 hairs? Me. Before time began. Now, I don't really know how to pronounce that. We'll just skip over that name. And the Valar sang the world into existence. My friend, what does this have to do with Gimli and Galadriel? We'll get there when we get there. Now, that's what I feel like. Whenever I talk to you and I'm explaining something, you always will interrupt me. Or like if I'm explaining how to play a sport, you'd be like, but what? I'm like, just let me talk.
You don't need to explain to me how to play a sport.
Well, yeah, but anything I explain, you will always just interrupt. That's just your nature, right?
Yeah.
The best key ever. That looks like a Endor, Flame of the West.
Yeah, that's the broken sword. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
The sword that was broken, yeah, that key is awesome. And look at that ring as well. Down here, that is the one ring. That's awesome.
To roll them all.
Yeah.
Surprised you could fit it on that finger.
Yeah, we'll just let it be at that. After we finish watching Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, let's start the next one. Parent, no, it's bedtime. Authority is not given to you to deny the return of the king.
It's true. If you start at 6, you probably want to get to bed at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, so I don't know if you need to even go to bed actually, because it's probably in the morning if you're
watching.
watching.
Probably just like go 24 hours watching it.
This toothpaste tastes awful. Yeah. It does kind of look like toothpaste, more like spit. Like he's like, oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Frodo brushing his teeth. He needs a brush after his journey to Mordor. Me, my kid, his friends, and their dads listening to the Lazer Tag employee go over the rules before the match.
It's true. That, like, Aragorn definitely looks like a dad there. Boromir looks like an angry dad.
Boromir's like, my sons Gimli and Pippin are gonna win this. And Legolas is like, very interesting. Gandalf's like, what is he even talking about?
Yeah.
Sam's like, we already know how to play Lazer Tag. Why would you ever explain, like, the most funnest, most simplest, most goodest game in the world?
Yeah.
Gondor, Westfold. And that's all that needs to be said, really. Where was Gondor and the Westfold fell?
Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell?
It is, yeah, where was it? Seriously.
I don't know. It wasn't there helping.
Poor Rohan.
Yeah, the Rohirrim definitely suffered that one. Me, aged 14, reading Tolkien. Hobbits are considered children until they are 30. How funky. Fantasy world building. This is so different from us humans. Me, age 25. Oh, I get it now. Me, age 34. Actually, the Hobbits might be rushing things a bit. Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand how people like 30s and the 40s are like, oh yeah, I want to be that much younger.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, Hobbits, that's great. Imagine actually being a kid. Imagine just being a kid when you're 30 years old. You're still living in your parents' basement.
As a Hobbit.
Watching a Marvel movie. What about post-credit scene? You already saw it. We've seen one, yes. What about a second post-credit scene?
We've had one, yes. But what about second breakfast?
And that's so true, because...
I'm usually leaving after the first one.
Right, and that's what I want to say, like, after watching a Marvel movie, the non-super Marvel fans would just leave right away once the credits start rolling. But then some people that know that there's always there's always one post-credit scene, no matter what, and they're like, oh yeah. Actually, there is one that there wasn't. I don't know if you know this. There was one, what was it? It was Infinity War, because everyone evaporated into like nothing except half the world. But yeah, the real fans is when they stick around for both of them.
Yeah.
Cat wandered into kitchen where my daughter was baking, and now apparently he's taking the Hobbit's ties and going, that cat's bearing the white hand of Saruman. You better steer clear of that cat right there. reading The Hobbit, reading The Lord of the Rings, and reading The Silmarillion.
That's true.
Frodo's just reading such a small book, and I was like, okay, this is a sizable book, and then he's reading all Tolkien's other work, and he's like, this is so much. The year 30,
The Hobbit's my
33,
favorite.
32. Yeah, I like The Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was definitely my favorite.
Fair enough.
Didn't get to read The Silmarillion yet, though.
Same.
When a 3-year-old tries to tell me a story, that doesn't make sense to me. But then again, you are very small. Yeah,
It's
like
true. I just kind
3-year-olds,
of
you just,
shut up the three.
well, yeah, you just try to make them happy, and then yeah, because you just can't understand that. Me finds a dead animal in my house. My cat, it is a gift.
It's true. Like a mouse. The cat's like happy.
The cat's like, yeah, just call it mouse. It's probably a nice
Dinner.
feast. Yeah, it is not. It is not our fight. Are we not part of this world too? No, we are not even in the book. And that's where I think that's so true. I know you think they should be in there.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like, it makes the story way more interesting, and it gets one book of like 300 characters into 3 great movies.
Well, yeah, and that's maybe. I just don't think that they didn't really need. They had a great story on its own. Did they really need to add all the extra stuff like the Pale Orc?
Yeah, but there kind of becomes that like hatred between the Pale Orc and Thorin, which kind of makes it like cool because then Bilbo saves Thorin.
Right. Yeah, that is true. Soldiers listening to Aragorn and Legolas speak Elvish, then I shall die as one of them. Right when Aragorn starts just talking English, the Rohirrim's like, what's he talking about? He's like, we're just gonna die right away. They really had no hope.
No.
What do you have to be anxious about? Things that were, things that are, and some things that have not yet come to pass.
I like that voice. You're gonna need to act as Galadriel.
Hey, should I act as Galadriel? I could.
Probably.
But yeah, you're just anxious about everything. But you know what you don't have to be anxious about?
Oh, watching Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, but there's some parts of Lord of the Rings that makes you anxious.
True.
It's listening to the Shire music. Now that would be, that's just relaxing sometimes, just listening to Shire music.
Oh yeah.
You can actually, you know how to sing that, right? J.R.R. Tolkien, unpublished first age material. Christopher Tolkien. He's like, why did you?
I did not want to finish this book.
He's like, do I have to do this? He's like, Dad, do I have to finish this book? Just hold on to life a little bit longer and finish it because this is too hard. And they're actually, do you hear there's a new book coming out?
Really?
I think it's the Fall of New. Maybe that's already, but there's a new Tolkien book that's coming out soon that Christopher Tolkien edited and is finished or something. But
Amazing.
yeah, it's crazy. I was watching a Nerd of the Rings video about that, and yeah, he made a video about that. A day may come when I will stop loving Lord of the Rings, but it is not this day. No, actually, that day will never come.
That's true.
Yeah, we can definitely agree on that one.
There's no way that like
Ever.
ever,
Like,
Ever.
never. Like,
never,
never. Like, that's
Ever,
all. You
never.
just,
Never.
never.
never,
Never.
never.
Yeah. Yep. Alright. Gandalf the Fight, Gandalf the White, and Gandalf the Height. What a trio right there.
Yeah, that's
Stunt
awesome.
double and the scale double. That guy's huge on the right.
He buys like
Ian
7
McKellen's
foot.
probably like 5'10", 6 foot. And look at that guy's like 7 foot. That guy is insane.
My favorite's the
He's-
Amish
Yeah,
Gandalf.
Amish Gandalf. Yeah, that guy's awesome. You want to read this one? It's kind of long.
Yo, we read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Actually, the reverse. I cannot get over how the not taking the Eagles of Lord of the Rings is considered a plot hole. The literal whole theme of the movie is that Sauron is searching for the ring and that they're secretly taking to destroy it. They can't have him know that they're taking it back to his lair to destroy it. And he doesn't suspect where they're going because he can't imagine anyone who could keep that type of power. If they flew guns blazing on the Eagles, all would be lost, not the least of which the very theme of the story, that sometimes the smallest and most humble ones are the most needed.
Visible happiness. And right, the hobbits are the small, usually like they're the smallest characters in the books and the movies.
And they're most important.
Right, and they're the most strongest. I'm not talking physically, but they're the most strongest mentally. They don't really get tempted by the ring too much. I mean, obviously a little, but like more like to man. Man just gets they need the ring, like they need it.
Yeah.
Except Aragorn, I'd like to have a discussion about that. And he almost took it, but he didn't.
I know,
which,
yeah.
Which was great. Like Aragorn is, I would argue, one of the strongest, if not the strongest, in Lord of the Rings. Keep calm and muster the Rohirrim. Yeah, King David and Eomer.
Where was
But King
Gondor?
David was dead, but yeah. Earth makes a complete rotation around the sun. Humans, Happy New Year, let's go. Yeah, that's how it is.
I think I don't know if Doran's Day is the New Year in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't really know if they do a New Year. Because, I mean, they have like third
Ages.
age, second
Yeah.
age, first age, but like I guess that's centuries for us, right? But not
Yeah.
like I guess there's 3,000. I don't know.
Oh, how would it be to be back in the days of Middle Earth after?
Back there. How come this otter looks like he's about to guide me on a quest? That otter is like a grandfather watching. Like
He's wise.
he looks.
He is
very,
wise.
He does look wise.
The whiskers of wisdom.
He does have whiskers of wisdom. And he just looks like he's like, who am I gonna take on another quest? 9 controversial tricks to make people think you are cool, and Elrond. Instead of saying this, say this cool thing. Hello everyone. Stranger things from distant lands, friends of old. Now that does sound awesome.
You ride to war, but not to victory.
Would you say, what would you say?
Goodies.
Would you say instead of saying this, say this cool thing? Like
If I had to
instead of
pick
saying
any of them?
good luck, would you say hold to your purpose? I mean, that sounds great.
If
you're
I could
filming
pick,
yeah,
like
sorry.
any, sorry, did I interrupt you
No,
again? Like you
sorry,
said?
like you, like we can slip.
Yeah. If I had to pick anything to say to like anybody, like one of these things, like you know what I mean, like in a situation, I would say, who knows? Nothing is certain.
Yeah,
That
okay,
would-
that seems like the most normal. Like these are great for like older. No, obviously Middle Earth isn't like medieval, but like it kind of
Yeah.
is. Like I would say like older in a movie. I would definitely say probably all of these.
But which one are you
Well,
picking? If you have to pick,
Okay.
if you save someone like in this time.
All right, yeah, I would say. I really like. I don't think it's a good idea. Whereas you could say there are some who would deem. Sorry, there are some who would not deem it wise.
That would.
I mean, I would just say it in a funny way. So you could always say it jokingly, but you could like it would be kind of weird to say in real life.
Yeah.
Or
Do you hate me? Do I not also have your
yeah, that would be that would probably be the worst one to say.
Yeah.
Do you hate me? Do I not also have your love? How many Lord of the Rings memes have you got on your phone? Me, 6,000. But that's quite a lot. Whoa.
10,000 strong at least.
10,000.
Let's just end on that.
Yeah, it's true.
There are more to come, a lot more. If you guys like this video, please comment below and let us know if we should keep making a volume 2. Shout out also to Samuel Nicholas for putting this compilation together. Make sure you guys subscribe because we got to get that subscriber rate up. Thanks for watching Dudes from Middle Earth.